Hello, folks. What's up? It is I, Will, with exposing the IWC. I'm gonna change this name of the channel eventually, but not right now. It'll happen eventually. I don't know, because I don't really expose the IWC that much as I should. So, does the name really fit? Oh well, it may be too late to change, but we'll see how it goes. We had an exciting week of. Let me not lie. Was it an exciting week of wrestling? We got some news. I mean, some news from WrestleVotes. I mean, they're somewhat reliable. I want to say maybe 75 to 80% reliable, maybe. I don't know. They dropped a news saying that the Evolution PLE, the all women Evolution PLE, is coming back this summer. What does that mean? I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that PLE and that idea and what I think about it, and then we're gonna break down a possible show. Like if we're gonna book the show ourselves, what will you want on the card? Will it be NXT talent? Will it be some TNA talent? Will it be all WWE, all main roster? We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, it was an interesting show, especially SmackDown last night. It is what it is with 3 hour SmackDowns. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't I don't know what to tell you about it. It was okay. SmackDown's fine. It is what it is at this point. We're just waiting until what are we waiting for? We're waiting for it to go back to 2 hours? I guess. I mean, that's probably what's best for business at this point. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to talk about Evolution. And if it's even necessary, if we even want it. So, hope you guys are ready for that. What is David doing? No, I'm all right. Okay. See, that's kind of stuff that gets you blocked, David. Not liking the video is what gets you blocked on Twitter. As long as you're okay with that, we're all good. We are all good. Let me just load up this over here on the right side. This loaded up. It is. Okay, let's pull over this. Who's getting you blocked on Twitter or muted? We'll see which one I go with. But SmackDown, I'll give SmackDown a 6 out of 10. It was just your standard boring SmackDown. Jade has made 2 new friends in Michin and B-Fab. Yeah, apparently. That was kind of weird. Like, okay, Jade, we got you. We hear you. Hope you get your payback on. Jade is a babyface, not working for me, but it is what it is. I hope you get your payback on Naomi. Yeah, Naomi did you dirty. Yeah, go get him, Naomi. Or to go get him, Jade. Jade like, cool, facts. I'm gonna go handle my business. Then they got jumped, and rightfully so, because when you run off at the mouth about Naomi at this point. I mean, you got to proceed with caution with that girl. And I love what they're doing, Naomi. By the way, great heel work, great heel turn. Keep it up, Naomi. She's cooking right now. She's been waiting and waiting for something like this, and she's benefiting from it. She's embracing it. I think she should be champion this year. This year, she should be champ. At some point, at least. Maybe even Money in the Bank. Maybe even Money in the Bank. Let's talk first. Talk Evolution. Let's talk this video, so let's talk about Evolution. Because I think this PLE there's good things and bad things with this PLE. I think. Let's start with the good part of it. No, let's start with the bad. I take it back. Let's start with bad. Let's start bad. Okay, with Evolution. A lot of folks are excited about the Evolution PLE. The problem with Evolution is that I feel like it could be used as an excuse to keep the women off the big show. By big show, I mean SummerSlam. It could be taken as okay, here, damn. Y'all want the main event? Y'all want the women to main event a show? Here it is. Here's Evolution. Here's your main event. I don't love that idea because I feel like sometimes it can feel like you're passing it off to Evolution instead of having the women be a big part of SummerSlam or some other PLE, or maybe main eventing a SummerSlam. I feel like the Evolution PLE can be used as a, okay, here you go, damn, here's your main event of PLE, here's your big spot, take this show and move on with your business. I don't like the idea. I think the women should have half of the matches on the big PLEs, and that'll be that. I don't think an Evolution is required. It should not be required. Now, the problem is, well, not the problem, the thing about Evolution, even though that's how I feel, the talent want the show. The talent themselves want it. So I can't look them in the eye and say, sorry, Bailey, sorry, Chelsea Green. No, you want to have the Evolution PLE, but I think it'd be better for the women's division to not have it and let them just be more featured on the big shows. I can't tell them that. I can't in good conscience look at them and say, no Evolution for you women who want it badly, because I think it's not right, because I think they're going to push you guys off to that show and don't let you have the big spots. That's not right. So I got to look at it in a positive note or a positive angle and say, you know what? Women want this show. It should be the biggest show in the history of women's wrestling in America. Of course, it should be. With the talent they have, it should be no excuse. So you know what? Let's embrace Evolution. Let's not look at it as a negative. Let's look at it as a positive, and hope that the powers that be are doing the right thing by the PLE, and actually give a damn, and not just saying, okay, here, damn, ladies, here's your big show. Now leave us alone so the men can main event SummerSlam going forward, okay? Because apparently, according to reports, this PLE is scheduled for the summer. How close is that to SummerSlam? Before? Is it after? I don't know. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. Those are my overall first initial thoughts to Evolution. What say you? Am I off base? Ronda should be in it. Why? Ronda said they don't need her. Remember what she said? Recently, not too long ago, Ronda said that they don't need her for Evolution. And quite frankly, I agree. She's not required. So why are you trying to put Ronda Rousey into it? I believe it was this interview right here, actually. I won't play the audio because I don't have my audio set up right now for some reason. But she said, and I quote, that they don't need her for Evolution. Oop, wrong thing. The interview right here on Ring the Bell. She said, they don't need her. And she's right. They don't need her for Evolution. They can have a show without Ronda Rousey. Crying out loud. In fact, I think it'd be disrespectful and nonsensical to bring her in at this point. They don't need her. Look at the talent they have in NXT. Look at the talent they have in the main roster. Why the hell are you leaning on Ronda Rousey for what? Keep Ronda Rousey off the show. She's not increasing sales. She's not going to increase ratings at this point. You have a deep stack roster. You don't need Ronda Rousey. But they tried to use Ronda Rousey. Vince did. They tried to dangle the Evolution Part 2 in front of Ronda Rousey to keep her around. She's like, nah, I'm out of here. And that's fine. She's right. She's not required. They don't need her on the show. Okay? They don't need her on the show. So you're wrong. David, you are wrong. Britt Baker versus Candice LeRae. Main event. Right. Sure. Britt Baker versus Candice LeRae. No. Don't stop there. It'd be Britt against Paige. Britt against Paige. Or how about this? Nikki Bella versus Paige. How about that? No, of course not, right? So let's talk about some possible matches. So first of all, what I would do, Gail Kim. You sign Gail Kim, you bring her into Evolution, PLE. She will open up the show. You have Gail Kim come down there, she cuts a promo, says, welcome to Evolution Part 2, talk about the history of women's wrestling, talk about the history of WWE and women's wrestling, and you open it up with Gail Kim. That'd be a very smart way to handle it. Okay, I'm fantasy booking this at this point. I'm fantasy booking Evolution 2. Okay, you open up with Gail Kim. No Triple H. Gail Kim, maybe Stephanie, whatever. That's how you open up the damn show. Now, some people online have been talking about this Bianca versus Rhea Evolution. That's possible. Uh, the problem with this match, Evolution, not really the problem, but this is a match that I would want to main event a SummerSlam. That's the thing. I don't want Evolution to be a place where they say, okay, here, damn, women, this is where you go. All right, this is where you guys want to main event. No, I think Bianca Rhea Ripley can main event a SummerSlam. So if you have Evolution in the summer, would you have that match there, or would you wait for SummerSlam? I would prefer Rhea Bianca for SummerSlam, but I agree it's possible. If not, Bianca Rhea, you can do Bianca Naomi, because I want to do realistic shows. Because some people are talking about maybe doing. So these are the two popular ones right now online. I'm seeing. I'm gonna show you here in a second. I'm seeing a lot of this. Here are the main two. That the IWC wants. They want these two here. They want Bianca Rhea and Io Stephanie. That's what I'm seeing. First of all, let's be realistic. I don't see Io Stephanie happening. That's your little fantasy booking nonsense. There's no point of pulling up an NXT talent to face Io Sky. In fact, the person who is most likely to face Stephanie, somebody the folks they don't want to see, that's Tessa Blanchard. Because spoiler alert, Tessa will be champion by then, for sure. So if anything, Tessa Blanchard will be facing Stephanie. Okay, is that what you want? Because I'm telling you, I don't see them elevating Stephanie to Io for this year. It'd be Stephanie against someone else. Whether it be I think she'd be on the card, but it'd be Zarya, it may be Soruka, it could be a Julia. But Stephanie, Io, I don't see that. But this is what the IWC wants. Now remember, the IWC was desperately wanted Charlotte Flair, Tiffany. Oh, we want Charlotte Flair, Tiffany. Come on, that's a big match. Come on, do it. Let's do it. Now you're getting it. Now people are complaining. Okay, so the IWC is sometimes just wrong. But this is what the folks want. I think both of them are not happening. No Io Stephanie, that's random. It comes out of nowhere. I think it'll be story driven. That's random. And you're not going to get Bianca Rhea there either, probably. If anything, he'll save that for SummerSlam. But what you could get, let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can do some magic here. So what you could get is, I should have had this already set up. Oh well, we're going to do this on the fly. They should do Bianca, Io, Rhea, Stephanie, feels correct. Yeah, in your fantasy booking brain, but it's not realistic. It's just not. I mean, let's be honest with yourselves. We can fantasy book all day, but we need realistic options. We need realistic matches, not fantasy booking dream matches for Evolution. So you're probably going to get, if not Bianca Rhea, you could get, let's see, let me pull it up here. It'll be Bianca Naomi. How about that? Let's say Naomi shows up, he deals with Jade, loses probably. Then she moves on to Bianca Belair, which is where this is headed. Okay, so how about this for Evolution? Bianca, Naomi for Evolution. That's more possible because it's more in a storyline and it makes more sense. Not your random Stephanie, Io. Is Stephanie getting called up after Mania? I don't think so. At this point, I think she stays a little longer. I don't see why you put the belt on her, both belts. I think she stays there because she wants to learn English. She wants to get more acquainted with WWE. So I think she stays a little longer. So maybe next year or at the end of the year, but not after SummerSlam or WrestleMania. But Bianca Naomi is a legitimate match for the show, I think. It makes sense. Naomi has a problem with Bianca. Bianca will be probably coming off a loss at Mania. She'll be coming off a loss. So they can do Bianca and Naomi in the summertime leading up to SummerSlam. I don't know. But that's possible. Makes sense to me. Is Naomi versus B-Fab next week? I think so. Will Jade cost Naomi the match? No, Naomi will win. They'll give Naomi a win. Will Jade come up after the match? Yes, but they'll have to build up Naomi a bit. If you want Naomi to be a legitimate threat at Mania, gotta build her up as a threat and as a winner. So she'll probably beat B-Fab. Not probably. She'll beat B-Fab. Then Jade Cargill comes out. So that's that one. Okay. How about this one that people are talking about? Now this, I want all hoopers. By hooper, I mean good wrestlers. Okay. But this is totally a match I can see them doing. I saw this online and it's very, very possible. Charlotte Brie Bella is a Evolution match if I've ever seen one. This is your typical Evolution match. You're bringing someone like Charlotte Flair, who'll be champion by then, well, she will be champion by then, and you have a Brie Bella type legend come back, have a match. This screams Evolution. This is not what I want. This is not what I want. I want current hoopers that can go in the ring. But it totally screams Evolution match. Am I wrong? Like, this is something they could do. I don't love it. I don't love it. But unfortunately, I can see this match happening 100%. 100% I can see it happening. I mean, it's like, this is some WWE Evolution shit. I don't want it. I don't want it. In fact, let me fantasy book Charlotte Flair right now. Brie Bella against Chelsea Green? That sounds right. That sounds, yeah, Brie Bella, Charlotte Flair sounds like something they would do. Brie Bella, Chelsea Green sounds also viable, sounds realistic. But if I'm booking it, which this is my stream, so I can do what I want. If I'm booking this shit, I'm doing, let me work some magic here again. If I'm putting Charlotte Flair in the match, how is this? Charlotte Flair versus this woman once she gets called up. Take a guess. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Look at that one. Charlotte Jordan Grace. Now that is a Hooper versus Hooper big time match for Evolution. Give me stuff like that. See where I'm going? Leave the old timers at home. I don't want to see any legends. Sorry, Lita. Sorry, Trish. Brie Bella, I'm sorry. You can come back, but you can take a break. I want the Hoopers. Give me Charlotte Jordan Grace. Give me Bianca Naomi. Give me stuff like that. Interesting, current, relevant, story-driven, that will be a banger. Okay? So I'm talking about. So far, I got Bianca Naomi in storyline. You can save Bianca Rhea Ripley for Mania, or you could do, not Mania, or for SummerSlam, or you could do Bianca Rhea there. I don't really care, but I just think I don't want them to push that match to Evolution. I want that match to be at SummerSlam, Bianca Rhea Ripley. But if that happens, then fine. But for right now, Bianca Naomi, and then why not Charlotte Jordan Grace? Those are some bangers that I want at Evolution, not Brie Bella. Sorry, Brie, Charlotte. I don't love that idea. But again, this is something they can absolutely do. This is something that I can see them doing. I hope they don't do it. I'd rather do something like this. Okay, so far I've got two of these. Let's move on to let's do Stephanie. Let's do Stephanie. No, it won't be. Sorry, it won't be Io. Okay, it's not happening. Not gonna be Io. But give me a name you want for Stephanie. Something that makes sense. Something NXT vibe, or even dare I say Tessa Blanchard, her good friend. But give me a name for Stephanie while I pull it up here. But if you want Hooper versus Hooper, you want a big match that makes sense in storyline. Check this out. So give me Stephanie and this woman right here once she turns heel. This woman can go. Woman can go. Let me just adjust this. There we go. Pull this up. Evolution. Seeing Soul for David. That's not bad. That's fine. But I'm thinking more. That'd be banger. I love that. But I'm thinking more face heel. But this person has a connection with Soul right now. Bang. Bang. Stephanie Zarya. Once Zarya turns heel on Sol Ruka, now you got her gunning for Stephanie. Do Zarya, Stephanie at Evolution. Or, that's an option for Julia. Or do this woman. Do this. Even though it's kind of far out there, because kind of be it'd be summertime. But you could do this woman, Evolution. But I like the idea. I like the idea of Zarya. But we can do this woman as well. Oh no, other one. Any objections? Do Julia there. But I think there'll be different plans for her than Evolution. But I can see that. But yeah, you can also just do Zarya. Like, oop, wrong one. You just do Zarya. But I don't hate either option. Right? You do either one. But this makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. You do Zarya, Stephanie. Yes, heel Zarya would be a big problem. Should be a problem. So I like that. You save Stephanie for later. You save Julia for later. You do Zarya. So far, again, we can change this at any time. I got Bianca, Naomi. I got Charlotte, Jordan Grace. I got Zarya, Stephanie. Banger. No old timers. No veterans. No old timers. No younger talent that can go. No legends. Starry Trish. Starry Alita. Okay. But bankers that makes sense. That can actually happen. There aren't some weird fantasy booking like folks want to do with Io and Stephanie. That works for me. All right. So we got this. We got this. Now, how about let's do Io, the IWC's favorite wrestler. What about Io versus someone? I'm doing this on the fly. Not Stephanie. Okay. Io. I don't know. Let's assume she's still champion. We'll assume she's still champion. All right. Io versus. Let me scroll. You know what? I can see this. I can see this. Io against, this will be one that makes sense for them, one that will be heartwarming, one that will be emotional. You bring back Kairi Sane as a heel, you get Io, Kairi at Evolution. Why not? Kairi's been in the gym. She's been bulking up. She's getting them muscles. She comes back. It's a big match against her friend Io Sky, an emotional match, something that they care about, something that they'll both be invested in. Why not? Or if you want to have the moment where do this. I'm about to rock your world now. We can do this. Evolution. I'm sure the EO stance will be thrilled, but let's say that this happens. When is this woman gonna get her moment? Against EO. Maybe Evolution? You know where I'm going with this one. Rhea Ripley gets Io Sky. You want Rhea to get her win against Io finally? What better spot than good old Evolution? Why not? Io gets that big win. I'm sorry, a big loss. The one they call Rhea Ripley at Evolution. It's probably the bigger match, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Sorry, Kairi. We'll do that. Gotta be EO sometime. You gotta be EO. That's gonna happen. So what better time than Evolution? Io Sky wins at WrestleMania. It's a nice long run into the summer, and then Rhea Ripley beats her at Evolution. Who says no? Who says no? Not a title match though. Heel Kairi doesn't work. Io Sky and Kairi. Charlotte Flair, Tessa Blanchard would be perfect here. That wouldn't be bad. It'd be heel against heel. But I can see Tessa against Stephanie. That I can see. I can see Tessa Stephanie here. I'll say this, because remember, TNA works against NXT, not main roster yet. They want to make main roster important and make it special. So if you're going to have a Tessa Blanchard match, it'll be against someone in NXT, probably Stephanie. So yes, I would see a Tessa Blanchard, Stephanie Vaquer, both of them are friends, NXT TNA, that'll happen at Evolution if Tessa Blanchard gets on the card. But yeah, this works for me. Sorry, Kairi Sane, but this works. I'm gonna go with this. So I got, let me see this, not this one. So we got this. Okay. So, recap. Bianca Naomi or Bianca Rhea, but I say Bianca Rhea for SummerSlam. Charlotte Jordan Grace, You got Stephanie Zarya, makes sense, NXT match, or Stephanie Tessa Blanchard. I got Rhea Ripley Io, where Rhea Ripley gets her big match against Io, a victory. Now, of these 3 or 4 matches I have right now, the main event would be Io Rhea Ripley. 1, because Rhea Ripley is Triple H's daughter, and 2, because it's a championship match for the world title. You know? What else? Now, this match I saw, and I like it. I like this idea. We do this match. This works. This works. Lyra, Becky. I like it. Like it a lot. No offense, but when was the last time Kyrie was good in the ring? Yikes. She's been a complete dud. She has her bad matches here and there, but she's good now. She'll be fine when she returns. If Zelina doesn't beat Chelsea Green, then who will? Maybe an NXT call up. I don't know. I don't know who beats her. Zelina Vega is a good option. Io against Asuka. I like that idea, but the match already happened. I was thinking about that, but the match already happened technically on at SmackDown, but it can happen again. No, I don't think it needs to be the title. LOL. Have Rhea Ripley finally beat her in a non-title match? Sure, that can happen as well. Io is 5-1. Jordan Grace beat Chelsea Green. Yeah, I see that as well. I've been calling that for the longest time. I have Chelsea Green losing to her good friend, Jordan Grace. So I got Bianca, Naomi, Charlotte, Jordan Grace, Zarya, Stephanie, or Tessa Blanchard, Rhea Ripley, Io, or we do Bianca, Rhea Ripley, Io, something else, I don't know. Io, Dakota Kai, Io, Kairi Sane, whatever. But yeah, if you're not gonna do Bianca, Io, or Rhea, I don't think you're gonna do Io, Rhea Ripley. Honestly, I'm wrong. Well, I take it back. Because they have the storyline that Rhea has not beaten Io, it's possible. But as far as Bianca, Io, I don't think they do that. And there's no other big time match for her currently on the roster beyond Rhea and Bianca, I think, at this point. There's ones in NXT, but because on the main roster, folks have not been built up strong, Io against anyone else beyond Bianca and Io and Rhea Ripley was kind of like, unless you get like heel Becky Lynch. We have Becky Lynch, Io could be a match. I don't know, but this is my match so far: Bianca, Naomi, Jordan Grace, Chelsea Green. I'm sorry, Jordan Grace, Charlotte Flair, Stephanie, Zarya, Io, Rhea Ripley probably, and then Becky, Lyra Valkyria. Have Gail Kim open up the show with a promo. Nice little moment for Gail Kim. And then we move on. What else? Becky Rhea makes sense, but that's a rehash. Do we want to do a rehash of a match we already did? Becky should not been anywhere near the mid-card title. What is Becky? I mean, what are you going to do? She should either be chasing the world title or high-profile non-title feuds. How is Becky Lyra not a high-profile? Their history, that's a high-profile singles match. Even if the title is on the line or not. What matches will you do if Bianca wins at Mania and turns heel? If she's heel and she wins at Mania, Bianca, Jordan Grace. Yeah, a lot of these matches, it depends on who's champion, right? If Bianca Belair is champion as a heel, then you Bianca Belair, Jordan Grace, which would look like this. Let's see. That would be a killer match. Potentially. Look like this, right? Oop, nope, there it is. That's a match. That's a match. Heel champion Bianca Belair, Jordynne Grace is money. That might be the main event. That might be the main event. Depending on how they book Jordynne Grace. Will Jordynne Grace be a mid-carder at first? Chase Chelsea Green at first? Or will you do her like against Bianca straight up? I don't know. But that's a match for heel Bianca right there. It definitely is. But for now, we'll go with Naomi. Evolution 2 this year taking place 10 years after Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks main roster debut. That's cool. Zelina Vega, Chelsea Green versus Candice versus Piper versus Dakota versus. Okay. I think it's going to be either Bianca versus Jade or Naomi Jade versus Charlotte at SummerSlam. It depends on who's champion. I think it's possible they put Bianca and Jade on separate shows. So how do you build up to Bianca Naomi? I'm sorry. How do you build up to Bianca Jade Cargill when Bianca Belair is on Raw and Jade is on SmackDown? Now, speaking of building up, let's talk about this. So you're seeing this is the second time they tease Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. Now, Triple H teasing doesn't have much weight to it because he'll tease years in advance. Like, look at Bianca Rhea Ripley. He's been teasing Bianca Rhea Ripley for years with no payoff, right? So we got another tease. Now, what's interesting about this, that Charlotte Flair then tweeted it out herself. Which is kind of, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Charlotte Flair right now and Tiffany. Because Tiffany had herself a little promo segment. And people are like bigging up and saying, oh, look how much he cooked. People are now just like, the bare minimum is getting praised because she got cooked last week. So now to talk about this promo like it's amazing. It wasn't amazing. It was fine. It wasn't amazing. It was a fine promo. People are like bigging that up, making a big deal about that. It's not a big deal. Sorry. It was fine. It was good. It was fine. But nothing like special. Like, oh, look at the great promo. It was fine. Okay. She should have said that last week. But she didn't. But yeah, it was fine promo. But what I'm noticing about Tiffany and Charlotte right now, the Charlotte Flair is kind of like not really. How do I say this? I feel like she's. How do I say this while respecting the talent in the situation? I feel like. Take this for example. Let me show you something real quick on Twitter. Charlotte Flair took to Twitter and she showed this picture. She showed this image. She's now pushing, or not really pushing, she's showing off this face off between her and Jade. I'm like, Charlotte, you're in a feud right now. You're in a feud with Tiffany. You're kind of like taking your eyes off of that match, kind of putting it on another match that's not happening anytime soon. I just think it's interesting what's happening between Charlotte and Tiffany. And she said, she went back and forth with Jade Cargill. She said, people are going to talk. So I talk about Jade. I don't know. I get the sense that, let's see, where is it at? I get the sense that she is not really feeling this Tiffany feud. Here it is. If we keep meeting like this, people are going to start talking, yada, yada. I feel like ever since that back and forth they had with Charlotte Flair and Tiffany, I feel like Tiffany took it a step too far, maybe. This is all bullshit. I'm bullshitting here. I don't know for a fact. But ever since that back and forth on Twitter, where Tiffany said, we want to talk about looks. Ever since that moment, she had been cooking Tiffany and kind of like ignoring that feud a little bit. And this tweet is kind of like speaks to that. I feel like I might be reading into it too much, but I feel like she's kind of just like she wanted the Bianca feud. That's what she's saying in her interviews. I want Bianca at Mania. Didn't get it. She got Tiffany, and Tiffany said, "You want to talk about looks?" On Twitter. She went out there and flamed her on the mic in the promo with no regard for human life. Now she's facing off with Jade Cargill, tweeting out that image like, look at this, guys, look at this match. I just feel like she's not really feeling Tiffany right now or the feud. I'm like, whatever. But I could be just bullshitting, I don't know. They had them separated today, last night, no segment together, no run-in, nothing like that. Had Charlotte Flair in the match by herself. You had Tiffany backstage. I thought they were gonna have Tiffany stand tall against Charlotte Flair. Didn't happen. I'm just feeling like some weird stuff happening right here. Some weird vibes between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany. I could be all bullshit. I could be reading into it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think Charlotte Flair is feeling this feud? You think she is over it? Or maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. I'm looking into it too much. What do you guys think? Agree that the feud was okay. Hot take, Charlotte Flair doesn't seem... Here it is. Rosari, we're on the same page. Yep, I agree. Not really interested in it. Not feeling it. She's not inspired. In the promo, she said she wanted to be inspired. She's not inspired by this. That's how I feel. I feel like she's like, whatever. Give me Tiffany, the young gun. Whatever. I'll do this match. Whatever. I feel like it's not really her. She's not really feeling it. She's not really inspired. She's not interested in it. But that just could be all bullshit. I don't know. Charlotte Flair has openly talked about in interviews how she doesn't like attacking people looks in storylines. Yeah. I agree. I heard that and I've seen that before. Tiffany, for me, is not ready for Charlotte Flair. I agree. Becky is the type that will help you. True. Charlotte Flair, to me, is the queen. Yeah. So I think Charlotte Flair likes working with people, and it's obvious when she does. She doesn't have a great poker face. I love Charlotte Flair. I love her to death. She's awesome. She doesn't have a good poker face. So you kind of know when she's feeling it. When she's working with Bianca, all smiles. You can tell they're vibing. You can tell she's enjoying it. Same with other talent. You can tell she's enjoying herself. With Tiffany, kind of like it's business. It's matter of fact, whatever. So like I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's feeling it. Stuff like this kind of just reinforces that fact. Like she's like, all right, let me talk about me and Jade. This visual. Tiffany, whatever. You know, that's how I feel about it. But it could be bullshit. I don't know. We know Charlotte really wanted to work with Bianca. She did. I would like to see Bianca versus Charlotte Flair. Same here. Yeah, she wants the feud done. I agree. She's not feeling it. That's why she's so matter of fact and so like, I'm going to bury her. Not bury. I'm going to destroy her here because I don't think I should be in the feud right now. Why the hell are you guys elevating Tiffany? I understood Rhea Ripley. Understood that. But you give me Tiffany from our return match for Mania? Really? The young gun, 25 years old? The woman who's been wrestling for like 3 years? That's my match for Mania? Okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to see if she can hang. I'm going to murder her right now in this segment and see how she deals with it. Didn't go well. And they brought it up in the segment the next week, which was last night. Brought it up again. Like, hey, Tiffany, everybody talking about that segment with Charlotte Flair, how it went. But they're not hiding from it. They didn't have to hide from it, or they could have hid from it, right? It was not a live segment. It was a backstage thing that they put on TV. They didn't have to do that. They could have took it out, but they put it in there. So it's not really Charlotte's fault. The Suits, the creative team was happy with it. They're fine with it. They put it out there. They didn't have to. It was not live. It was a recorded segment. They didn't have to put it out there. So yeah, it's not really on Charlotte Flair. They put it out there. So that's on the company who wanted to do that. So yeah, I don't have any problem with it. But the thing is interesting. I think she's over it. She's not really invested or like really feeling the feud. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe next week it'll be different. But so far it's been kind of blah for her. It's like, okay, let me kill her on the mic. I'll move aside. Jade Cargill, that's cool. That interests me. Tiffany, yeah, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. Even put EO over twice. If Tiffany needs to be hidden backstage promos, then she's not. Yeah, they jumped the gun. I've been on record with this to the point where I feel kind of like bad about it because I am a Tiffany fan, but I think they made a mistake. And this is not a new thing. I said it back in November, back in October. I said it's a mistake to put the Money in the Bank on her. I think she might be I think she made sure she cashed in on the mid card. There wasn't a mid card belt at that time, and I said that. I just how I felt. Like you guys are pushing this very quickly, simply because she had the Tiffany time chance in Australia. And that kind of snowballed. And I thought they're going too fast. And now you have Charlotte Flair, who's a veteran, who wants to be in good feuds with this young gun. And she's like, all right, Tiffany, I'm going to roast you here. I think everything changed with that damn back and forth on Twitter. I'm telling you. It was different before that. They haven't had a single, like, let me check Charlotte Flair's Twitter real quick. They haven't had a single back and forth since that day. Nothing. Not a single tweet toward each other since that moment. I think it's important. I think it's relevant to this. I believe that. I could be bullshitting. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it is. Let me see when that was. That was like, what, 2 weeks ago? When was that? Give me that far back. Jeez. It was. Maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, huh? Here it is. March 15th. Really? Reading really is fundamental. Let me spell it out for you, little girl. You're a cheap imitation with a limited range. You said, oh, Charlotte Flair, you really want to talk about looks? It was the 15th. You had a little hee hand over mouth emoji. And look at the responses. Charlotte got more plastic than anybody in WWE. Cook. Then now, so you see what happened here. These women are human. They have emotions. They have egos. They have feelings. When she said that, reaction was, ha ha ha, it's Tiffy time. She said, don't be weird here. Some people are like, oh, it's kind of messy. Keep it classy, girl. See? I'm telling you. It was a messy kind of tweet. And if you're Charlotte Flair and you don't like that, I could be bullshitting, but I feel like that tweet has set this all in motion. Okay, that's what we want to do? Bet. Watch what happens next time I'm in the camera with you. I'm gonna roast you. Girl, what? Charlotte's pretty. Like, it came really, like, talking about her looks. It came by her looks. Oh no. Leave Charlotte face alone. Oh wow, not strong face. Shit getting messy. Damn, y'all on fire. This. Like, it came, but like, that's. I was shocked when I saw that. I was shocked when I saw that tweet. Tiffany's better looking. Like, this is where we're going. Like, this is where we're going to go with this. Holding vicious. I want more. That's a fact. Tiffany just cooked. Tiffany's sexy time. Once you take it to that level. No, she responded to it, and that was that. There was no more response back to Tiffany. Then she cooked her the next week. I'm telling you, I could be wrong, but I feel like that moment has set this all in motion. There's been no tweets toward Tiffany back and forth since that moment. In fact, not only has she not tweeted to Tiffany, not only that, but she's tweeting about everything else but Tiffany. She's tweeting about Jade Cargill, tweeting about all that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I was shocked as well. I thought she was going to stand tall. I thought she was going to attack Charlotte Flair and stand tall, but is that really a face thing? That's the thing. She's a face now. So Charlotte Flair won a match straight up. Well, she didn't cheat to beat Meechin. She won straight up. So why would she run out there to attack her? That'd make her look weak. I'm gonna attack you because you cooked me on the mic. I got cooked on mic, so I'm gonna go attack you. That might backfire. So maybe it's better for her not to go out there to attack Charlotte Flair. Now, if Charlotte Flair would have called her out, that'd be one thing, right? Yeah, she's tweeting about Jade now. I don't think she's done now. I think she took a step too far on Twitter. Now she's done. Yeah. The energy was off at that Twitter exchange. Yep. I think she's done. I think that Twitter exchange did it. These women are human beings. They're sensitive, like we all are. And she said, "All right, you want to talk about looks, Charlotte Flair?" Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, bet. I'm a cooker at. She was. Look at her face. Go back and look at her face during that damn side by side. She was dialed in, straight faced, on attack mode. Just okay. I'm about to fry you. But I want to say she gave her a chance. She gave her a chance. She said, "Okay, Tiffany, tell me, like, go ahead, tell me what am I? Tell me what I do. Go ahead." She gave her the chance, and Tiffany just repeated herself. It was a schooling. It was a schooling. All right, let's go back to that was a little bit of a tangent. Let's go back to talking about. All right, so Evolution 2. All right, Evolution 2. Bianca, Naomi, Charlotte, Jordan Grace, Stephanie, Zarya, Io, Rhea, Becky, Lyra, Hoopers that can go. Exciting matchups. What would another one be for Evolution? Unfortunately, we'll probably see some legends. Nikki Bella, Chelsea Green sounds logical. Do I care about that? No, but Chelsea Green, Nikki Bella, sure. I can see that happening. Tag match with Trish Stratus and Lita probably may happen. Do I care? No. What else? Liv Morgan will have a presence. So if Liv Morgan and Raquel are still champions, I see Liv Morgan and Raquel against, I don't know, Asuka, Kyrie. That could happen at Evolution for sure. Respecting Asuka there. That's a tag match that could happen. Maybe some more NXT girls. I don't know. It depends. Bayley Roxanne. Oh, that's a good call. Bayley Roxanne is a good call. I'll see that for sure for Evolution. That's a good call. That's a good call because Roxanne will be on the main roster by then anyway. That makes sense. I would do that in a heartbeat for sure because Bayley has been pushing for it. I think she's been pushing for it for the most. She's been pushing for Evolution for the most. So she definitely have a presence for sure, some type of presence. And then do Roxanne makes sense. That makes sense. The new generation against the younger generation. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. New generation against the previous generation. 4 horsewomen against Roxanne. That makes a lot of sense. I would do that for sure. Do I have Roxanne's image in here already? Saved? No. That's weird if I don't. I should have her in here already. Yeah, here's the one with her being champion. I'll just use this. Even though she's not champion anymore, we know that. I'm just gonna use this image because I have it available. Oops. Wrong image. Oh well. I'm going to just do this. I'm gonna move this color. It's not gonna work. Oh well. But you know what I'm trying to say here with this. Oh yeah, it works fine. Never mind. I pulled it off. Got Roxanne, Bayley, or Evolution. Check it out. I bullshitted this on the fly. Here it is. Boom. There we go. You won't be champion, but that works. That works. Now we have how many matches? I'm guessing this match had like 4 matches, right? It'd be like, not 4, I'm sorry. 7 matches on the card, 7 matches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a tag match. So yeah, that would suck for a lot of fans. Well, not a lot of fans, a lot of talent to not be on this card. There'll be a tag match, so maybe Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Asuka Kyrie. Maybe Chelsea Green against Brie Bella, but these are what I'm talking about. I want to see bangers. Banger, banger probably, banger, 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 banger. All bangers. Give me the bangers. So yeah, you can mix and match these talent here and there, but this type of feel, big match feel, big storylines, what I want. People really thought Bayley Roxanne was a Mania. They were tripping. Like the internet was tripping on that whole Bayley Roxanne a Mania match. They don't do non-title feuds. They don't do that, right? So you really think they're gonna do that with a NXT talent and Bayley right now? What we're seeing right now is all the storylines getting time are Mania matches, right? Everything getting time. So the only non-title match that has a chance is Naomi Jade. That is getting time on TV during the Mania build. So that'll either be on the SmackDown before Mania or the actual Mania card. I would hope at this point, because they're giving it so much attention, I would hope that Naomi Jade is on the Mania card. I think it will be, but no guarantees. No guarantee. Can we talk about Naomi? By the way, talk about Naomi. Naomi is absolutely killing the game right now. Her look, her emotion, her promos, everything is firing on all cylinders. I am thoroughly impressed with what I'm seeing from her. All she needed was some damn time on the mic, some opportunities, a good story to sink her teeth into. Now we're seeing the best of Naomi as a character. Everybody's saying that, oh, I can't see her as a heel. We're wrong. These are talented performers who can adapt and be chameleons. So this whole, oh, I can't see this person as a heel, it's all bullocks. Say the same thing about Roxanne Perez. Now Roxanne is a good heel. Let the talent who can work cook. And all she needed was a good storyline. Now we're getting a talented Naomi performing on the mic and showing some good character development, making sense, showing some emotion. Not mustache twirly. It's an actual sensible heel turn that works. She feels like she's the third wheel. Feel like Bianca left her behind. They don't appreciate her. It all makes sense. Give Naomi her flowers. I'll give her Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank makes sense. Reward this work. I would love her to beat Jade Cargill. That's not happening. You don't attack Jade like she did. Leave her laying on the car and then win at Mania. Doesn't track. Doesn't make sense. She'll lose at Mania to Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, the face, will get her first Mania singles match against Naomi. But it doesn't matter. People spend too much time thinking about wins and losses. It's not about wins and losses. It's about TV time, character work, and story. Naomi could lose to Jade Cargill and be the winner, ultimately, in the mind's eye, because she'd be the entertaining factor of the storyline. Win-loss thing doesn't matter. She's gonna come out great because the people are enjoying her work. Same with KO. KO was a heel doing great work with Cody Rhodes, lost every match, but people say, damn, Cody did a great job. Not Cody. Kevin Owens did a good job. Kevin Owens killed it. And with Naomi. Damn, Naomi gonna lose, but she was entertaining. She was impressive. She made the storyline the best. She made it work. Now she move on to another storyline. Or beat Jade at Backlash or whatever. Don't focus so much on wins and losses. Focus on story and narratives and agency with the characters and story beats and what's working and what's not working creatively. The win-loss doesn't really matter. Listen to Becky, okay? Wins and losses don't really matter. It's about how you get to the match. and how they get to the outcome ultimately. But yeah, she's the winner here. I think she's a top heel right now. Yeah, without question. The most interesting heel for the women right now. Right, but maybe in the entire company, behind maybe John Cena. John Cena and then Naomi are probably the top two heels in terms of interesting character work. Yeah, John and Naomi. She's carrying this. She's carrying this, and she's doing a great job. This is now non-title, not much stakes. It's still one of my most anticipated matches right now for Mania. I like the angle for Naomi. Tiffany needs more refinement. I agree. She's young, which is why she should be in the mid card, just like Braun Breaker, just like Carmella Hayes, just like Lyra Valkyria. But she's got so popular because she's a good talent and because of her look. Let's be real. The look and the talent was so exciting for the fans. They just jumped on the TV time thing to the point where Hunter pulled the gun too fast. Oh my God, she's hot. She's popular. Look at her look. She carries herself like a star. Put the belt on her now. Put it on her. It will never happen in the men's division. That's a fact. It will never happen in the men's division, what they're doing with Tiffany. It will never happen. But because it's a women's division, we can push her now, which is just a mistake. They should have went the Braun Breaker route. Let her have the US title. Let her have the IC title. But no, they pulled the trigger too fast. So now people are saying, oh, she's exposed. They did it to her. Not on her. They did it to her. That's on Triple H. They got too greedy. Got too greedy with Tiffany. That's on them. Not on the fans. Not on Charlotte Flair. That's on Triple H and creative team. That's on them. Her promo on SmackDown was fine. It was fine. Not great. It was fine. People are hyping it up because they felt sorry for her last week. Her promo was just fine. Look what's trending. This match is not happening at Mania. Charlotte, Jade Cargill. Is this what you want, WWE? Is this what you want? This is what I think Charlotte Flair's over it. WWE did not help by showing them they're like, folks, this is not the match. But even the Twitter page talking about Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair, there's a storm in the forecast. If I'm Tiffany, I'm low-key pissed. But she's young. She can't really be that entitled or that upset about what's going on here. But it kind of seen past her match with Charlotte Flair. It is what it is. It's what it is. They didn't have to do this. This was strategically placed. This segment was supposed to happen. This was not them going on freestyling out there. This segment was supposed to happen. Charlotte Flair, you come out there. Jade Cargill, you walk back, and the guys will cross pass. We'll take a picture of it. This was supposed to happen. It is what it is for Tiffany. I do think Tiffany will probably retain. I think she'll probably retain at Mania. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But I think she probably retains. All right, folks, I talked a lot. Any specific question you guys have about anything? Will we see any TNA knockouts or any Tessa Blanchard? For Evolution, it'll be Tessa. Tessa, Stephanie Vaquer is the match. You'll see. If that match happens, well, if Tessa Blanchard has a match at Evolution, it'll be Tessa against Stephanie. They're both friends in real life. We have the TNA NXT relationship, 2 champions. It'll be Tessa Stephanie. That would be the match. And it'll be a banger, by the way. Match of the year contender. Say what you want about Tessa Blanchard. Say what you want. That woman is great in the ring. And they have good chemistry. They work to get together in CMLL. And that match will be fire. Be fire. Did you watch the recent Stardom show? I did not. I know what happened, but I did not watch it yet. I know that Mina Shirakawa had her little tag match with Micah. I know that Souza and Saya had a match, an tag match. I know that. So cancel the host show. They bring in Chris Chin. So you're putting in Tiffany right now. You're doing Tiffany. Talking about her looks. Tessa Blanchard is a good wrestler. Okay? It doesn't matter how big her chin is. She's a good wrestler. And she has star power. That's just reality. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So people come out here, do these streams, do these tweets, and they lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Tessa Blanchard is a star. She is. And she's a net positive for the company in terms of fan reaction. Go watch Masha Slamovich against JC Jane. God bless her. I'm a fan of Masha Slamovich. Masha is not getting a lot of crowd reaction. In fact, she's a babyface. They bring in the heel from NXT, and the heel is getting more support than Masha Slamovich. Tessa Blanchard has more star power. She just does. And they're not gonna hesitate 1 second to put the belt on her. The next time, what's the next PLE? Or I'm sorry, pay-per-view for TNA. Whenever that is, I think it's Rebellion. Wasn't it? No, Rebellion. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Rebellion. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. TNA pay-per-view. Keep forgetting the name of the damn next PLE. It is Rebellion. Oh my God, I pulled that out of my ass and I was right. I knew Rebellion sounded right. I knew that sounded right. Rebellion. I'm telling you, Rebellion is over. If they do Tessa Blanchard is Masha Slamovich, it is over like, oh, I'm sorry. Take it back. Because I think this is, no, it can happen here. It can happen here. Genesis is the one that happens before, I think there's another show before WrestleMania. It won't happen there. But Rebellion is when it happens. I think it's over here. I think Tessa Blanchard will beat Masha Slamovich here. Right now, they got 2 matches set for Rebellion. You're going to get, because Tessa Blanchard attacked Masha Slamovich on Thursday. She attacked her. So that's the match. You're getting Masha against Tessa Blanchard. Now, Tessa Blanchard is undefeated. She beat Jordan Grace. Are they going to have Masha Slamovich beat her and then run it back at Slammiversary? I don't think so, folks. Thing's over. I think in April, Tessa Blanchard will beat her for the belt at Rebellion, and that'll be that. And then you can do Tessa Blanchard against Stephanie Vicaire. Because once you have the belt on Tessa Blanchard, now all the babyface champions, well, not champions, the babyface contenders like Soruka, like Paxley, like Lonnie Jordan, who's not really a face right now, but you know what I'm talking about, like Lola Vice. Now all the babyface champions, keep saying champions, all the babyface challengers on NXT will then go down to TNA and face the heel, and they'll have a lot of support. So you have the crowd behind the NXT talent, come on NXT, against the racist Tessa Blanchard, right? So that's going to be money for them. The crowd will be super hot. Every time you're going to get a Soruka or Kalani Jordan or Lola Vice or a Jada Parker, whoever, go up against Tessa Blanchard, the crowd will be super hot. People can lie to you all you want. It's a lie. Tessa Blanchard with a championship belt as a heel is money for them. Those crowds will be electric when you have Tessa against Stephanie, Tessa against Julia, Tessa against Soruka or whatever. Those crowd will be super hot. They're going to be hot for the NXT talent. They're going to be hot for the NXT talent. Tessa against Zarya, those matches will be hot. The crowd will be hot for those matches, I'm telling you. It's over for Masha. What happens after that for her, I don't know, but Rebellion, Tessa Blanchard will be undefeated in TNA. She's not losing. So undefeated streak will continue. And she's going to beat Masha Slamovich right here at a Rebellion in Los Angeles. Maggie Lee got signed. Good for her. Saw that. I think Tessa has a long reign. Then maybe Maggie Lee beats her down the line. Maybe down the line, but it's going to be a long ass reign for Tessa Blanchard. A long ass heel reign for her. She's not losing. It may even rival like Mercedes Moné. right now what they're doing with Mercedes, which is undefeated forever. Tessa Blanchard is going to have a long heel run as champion at Rebellion. For a fact. I'm so sure that she will beat her at Rebellion. I'm like, bet any amounts of money. Any amounts of money at Rebellion is over. You'll get heel champion Tessa Blanchard going forward after Rebellion. It'll be a good match too, because Tessa's good in the ring. Regardless how I feel about her, regardless how you feel about her, that woman is a star and she's a good wrestler. Gail Kim or Ariel hated each other and fought backstage, which gave TNA President Carlos Silva an ultimatum. I know that. Is that like a report from Fightful, or how do you know that? What is Masha's next opponent for the belt after Cora Jade? For the belt? Oh, it'd be Tessa Blanchard. It's Tessa. She literally attacked her last night. By last night, I mean on Thursday. So 2 nights ago. She attacked her in the ring. After Masha beat JC Jane, Tessa attacked her. It's the writing's on the wall. It's over. The writing is on the wall for Tessa Blanchard and Masha. Any other questions? I'll shut up now. I'll let you guys drive the narrative. Any other questions about anything? She jumped her last night. Yeah, last night. On Thursday, she jumped her. Do you think Bianca versus Rhea Ripley will happen main event night 1 of 42? Possible. If that's what Triple H wants. Because again, oh yeah, I have to talk about this. So Triple H is full of shit, right? He's full of shit. He says that, oh, what happens with the main event, it comes down to crowd support, whatever is resonating. That's all bullshit. We all know that, folks. Come on. We know what's happening here. We know that this man knows what's going to main event months in advance. So this match was going to main event no matter what. We know that because of common sense. Look at the roster here. And because we know, based on what happened last night, is in the storyline that CM Punk main events night 1. It's a part of the actual story. This whole, oh, hey, CM Punk, what Paul Heyman say? Hey, Punk, I see what you're looking for. Don't worry, it's in there. You're going to main event WrestleMania. You did it. Your dream is coming true. You hugged him. It's a part of the story. What did CM Punk say? Appreciate you. Thank you, Tribal Chief, because Roman Reigns was talking shit like, yeah, one man's dream is another man's check. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm the guy who always main events WrestleMania. Ha ha. Congratulations. Now thank you, Tribal Chief. And CM Punk was like, thank you, Tribal Chief. Thank you, Big Dog. You know, all that stuff. But he said, guess what? It's not the favor I'm owed. I'm not owed that. Something else I'm owed for my favor. It's part of the storyline. This was the plan from the get-go. It didn't matter what the crowd reacted to. It didn't matter how hot they were for EO, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. This was always the damn main event. So like last year was always going to be The Rock involved. It's all bullshit. Like this whole, oh, I'll wait to see what resonating with the fans. No, come on. You are the head of creative. You will book and write a storyline that is worthy of the main event well in advance. So there's no way EO, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley were ever going to get that chance. It was set in stone. And guess what? It'll be set in stone next year. So if Bianca and Rhea Ripley main event, you'll know in November. It'll be clear that they're heading towards that by giving them TV time, story time, really investing a lot of resources toward that storyline. You'll know in November, December what's going to happen here. Like, it's clear. He knows what's going to main event long before February. This was going to be the match. Okay, going to have CM Punk involved no matter what. And that was proven last night when the damn main event was a part of the damn storyline. There was never a chance. No matter how hyped they were for EO or how hyped they were for Bianca and Rhea Ripley, it was always going to be this match. So just know that. Triple H is full of shit. We all know that what's going to happen with the main events well before anything needs to be said on any type of like announcements. Oh, guess what? Main event is now Reigns, Seth, CM Punk. Come on, we already knew that. Unfortunately, I don't think the women will ever main event again. It'll happen eventually. But we'll know it because Mr. Long-term storyline, Triple H, will know. The man has a plan, not like winging it. If anything, you got a better chance of main eventing under Vince because Vince is more off the cuff. He's more random. He's more, how I feel this morning. And by the way, both women main eventing was under Vince. Bianca, Sasha, and Ronda, Becky, Charlotte Flair, that was under Vince. He's more spur of the moment, more random, whereas Triple H has a plan. So again, you'll know well in advance if the women has a storyline worthy of the main event because that's what he's going to be going towards. That's what his goal will be. So we'll know in February if Bianca and Rhea Ripley will be the main event simply based on how much time they're getting. It'll be obvious. Bianca versus Rhea Ripley doesn't have enough story build it's not deeper than the Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley rivalry. Well, they have a year. We're in March. Mania 42 is next year, April. They have an entire year to tell a storyline. There's history between Bianca and Rhea Ripley. There's a lot of history between those two. A lot. From NXT to the 2021 Royal Rumble. There's so much history between those two. Gotta tell a damn storyline. I believe they're doing that. They're doing that, by the way. Spoiler alerts. The Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley feud is the most important element of the current Mania build. Io Sky being ignored and being discarded, being disrespected, because Bianca and Rhea Ripley can't keep their eyes off each other. That's a storyline. So yes, Io will probably retain, but this is the start of the long-term Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley feud because they're both going to lose. They both hate each other right now. Bianca Belair thinks Rhea Ripley is not deserving of her spot. Rhea Ripley blames Bianca Belair for her loss. It's going to keep snowballing. It's not going to end. So just know you're going to get a long-term Bianca Rhea build. If anything, because of how Triple H works, folks should be excited. Because if he's doing this now, he's doing Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley now, he has a goal. Either that SummerSlam main event or a Mania main event down the line. He is a long-term storyteller. So be excited potentially for what's coming between those two. Because they're both going to lose. They're both losing at Mania, by the way. So how does the match end on Monday with Rhea Ripley and Io? Bianca Belair is the reason why the match ends in a no contest. I think Bianca Belair gets emotional. I think she crashes out. She'll be talking about crashing out. I think she may have a moment where she loses her mind. And because Rhea Ripley will keep bitching and moaning, hey Bianca, you're screwing me, count faster, stuff like that. Bianca will just have it. Like, know what? Shut up. I'm done with you. KOD. Might snap. I think Bianca Belair will be the reason why it's a no contest. Because ref will get involved. The only way this works is if Bianca Belair is the cause of the no contest. Because Bianca Belair is the one that doesn't want her in the match. So it has to be Bianca's fault that Rhea Ripley gets in the match. If Bianca Belair would do something, then they'll say, okay, Bianca Belair, you screwed up here. You didn't want her in the match, so here's your punishment. Rhea, you're in the match. So Bianca Belair will be the cause of why it happens. She'll screw up. She'll get emotional. That'll cause a no DQ. Not no DQ, but a no contest. That'll get her in the match. But the match is not going to end clean. There won't be a 1-2-3. There will not be a 1-2-3. Bianca Belair will get pissed off or crash out. See, I will not crash out. 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 She's going to crash out on Monday, probably. And that'll be a cause of a no contest. What if EO drops to? You don't have to worry about that. You won't. We already know what's gonna happen. They gave us a taste of the match already. That little in-ring thing they did, that little back and forth last week where Bianca stood tall, that was a taste of the Mania match. It's gonna be a triple threat. So EO will be in the damn match. And EO will win, I think. So again, this is about Bianca and Rhea Ripley. That's a storyline. EO is just the title holder right now. But she'll be champion, so her fans will be happy. Her fans will be excited about her being champion. Big win for at Mania. And again, then her friends, her family, her people that look like her, people that resonate with her, you see her and say, hey, EO just won a championship or retain at Mania. I can do it too. That's what they'll say. And you'll see more Joshis coming over. But yeah, this is the entire thing here with Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, this feud. It is very much a, hey, Bianca, Rhea Ripley, that's the feud. EO in the background. So that's the story. Only way it works is if EO retains. But what's happening makes sense, no? What do you mean? Bianca's streak should not end? It is what it is at this point. They haven't mentioned it yet, John. They haven't mentioned it. Thing's over. They haven't mentioned the streak. I think they lose. Well, not they, but Bianca loses. Well, yeah, it is they, because Bianca and Rhea. Yeah, I think Bianca and Rhea lose. The streak is over. I think they're not invested in it anymore. I don't see Triple H talking about it. I don't see anyone talking about it. I don't see Bianca Belair talking about it. So I think at Mania it'll be over. It's over. Does Masha go after the TNA Knockout tag titles? Did she already have that recently? I feel like she had that before Jordan Grace walked away. TNA. I thought that's what she was doing before. She was tag team champion. Then Jordan Grace needed an opponent to give her Masha. Masha beat her for the belt. So I don't think so. She was doing that before. I mean, she could again, but I don't know. Maybe to give her some feuds against some TNA talent or some NXT talent. Whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe some single matches, some non-title matches. I don't know. Masha's going to be in a tough spot. Once she dropped the belt to Tessa Blanchard, she'll be in a tough spot. I do believe Tessa's going to have a long reign. A long-ass heel reign for Tessa Blanchard. Makes sense for Charlotte Flair to win and EO to retain? Sure. That makes sense to me. Well, I think she'll win. I don't know. I think Tiffany will probably retain. I roll up. Roll up pin for Tiffy. That'll be that. Roll up win for Tiffany. All right. Anything else? I gotta go catch up on Stardom. I gotta go catch up on some other stuff. But oh, Stephanie's birthday, by the way. Stephanie's birthday. Good for her. Happy birthday, Stephanie Vicaire. You are an amazing talent. For that damn opening to Monday Night Raw, SmackDown was boring as hell. 25 minutes of, hey, Cody, I respect you, but I'm gonna come after you after your Mania match. I'm gonna come after you. Then Drew came out and said the same thing. Not the same thing, but both of them, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, were talking about what's happening after Mania. Both of them will be chasing Cody Rhodes. I don't care about that. What are we doing for 25 minutes? It was a very weird opening segment to SmackDown. It was kind of weird. SmackDown was so mad. I agree. I didn't like the opening of the show. I was bitching all day. I don't feel good about bitching. Don't feel good about bitching, but I was bitching about most of SmackDown. It really was. Let me just go through my timeline of comments. That'll be how I review SmackDown real quick. Do this. First of all, we had Cody here taking a sweet time to get to the ring. I hate these long entrances to open up the show. Triple H books the shows as if nobody's watching at home. The live crowd is enjoying it. The live crowd is loving it. Long entrances so they can sing. But at home, I'm like, get on with it. I don't care about this singing. I don't care about this entrance. Talk. Get on with the damn storytelling. You got a boring entrance for Cody Rhodes. You got a boring Randy Orton. All this singing and I feel voices in my head. I don't care about that. Randy's talking about nothing. And then Drew comes out there. He doesn't really say anything. And it's 25 freaking minutes. It was 25 minutes just for Randy and Drew to talk about what's going to happen after Mania. It was crazy. I didn't love the opening of the show, clearly. Then we had this match announced. It's cool. Whatever. They announced this match. That's cool. Randy and Drew. That's why I complained about a length of the show. I said, instead of adding more segments for 3 hours, they just take the segments they have for 2 hours and stretch it out. Get longer entrance, longer segments, longer matches. Why not have more segments, more talent, more stories? It's just lazy. So just extend it all. I complained about the UK crowd. The UK crowd was quiet during certain segments. I think they like what they like. They like who they like. They like LA Knight. They like Cody. But when other talent they don't like are not out there, like for example that women's match, they're kind of quiet. They're kind of quiet during those times. I think France is a much better crowd than the UK crowd, but that's just me. I think UK crowd is overrated. To me. Let's see. I think Jacob Fatu will be a face very soon here. Crowd loves him. They love chanting his name, and he's up against Solo Sikoa. So when that match happens, I do think we're gonna get Solo against Jacob Fatu, and if that's the case, you're gonna get Jacob the face, Solo the heel. So I think they are now transitioning towards a face Jacob Fatu. The crowd said, one more time, and he attacked one more time. So listening to the crowd, giving the crowd what they want. He's a face. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they fully embrace it. So getting a heel Jacob Fatu, I don't hate that. It's whatever. Got that great promo for Naomi. Talking about Bianca, talking about Jade. Great emotion. Proceed with caution. I love the look. I love the character work. Awesome stuff. Got a teaser for After Black. He's coming. Cool for him. I thought the segment where Naomi came out was great. Building her up as a heel. I like that. Talk about the whole face-off between Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. I think Charlotte's looking past Tiffany a little bit, but it is what it is. I thought Tiffany's promo was fine. It was a fine promo, nothing to write home about. It wasn't great. It was just fine. I thought some of the points she brought up was cool. Probably should have brought this up last week. Because again, the angle they should have taken, in hindsight, was, you're right, Charlotte Flair. I am a newbie. I am young in this, but guess what? What happens is you lose to me. Lost to the last person who thought wasn't ready. You thought Rhea Ripley wasn't ready for you. You lost to her. So what are you going to do if the queen loses to me? A nobody, a young gun, someone who you think is beneath you. What's going to happen to your psyche? What's going to happen to your mind? That's what you should have went with it. You better win. Sure, I'm facing a legend, but you better beat me. If not, that's a problem for you. That's the angle she should have went. And she should have went with, you could have picked Rhea Ripley. You won a competition. She beat you last. So why picking me? Oh, I get it. You're picking me because you think I'm easy pickings. You think I'm an easy win. But you're going to be mistaken. Should have put it like, you're scared. You're nervous about losing again. So you're going after me because you think I'm an easy win. But you better win, because if not, it's going to look very bad for you. That's what she should have done. But she got cooked instead. Got cooked. If I lose, I lost Charlotte Flair. If you lose, what did I say about the Queen? That's very bad for you. I thought Drew and Damian doing a great job. Doing a lot of good stuff here. Trying to make their feud, which was a non-title feud, make it look important. And killing it. So good for Drew and Damian Priest. I like what they're doing. They're trying. They're trying a lot to get stuff hype, to get people hyped, to get things, people investing in it. So I like what they're doing. I think the favor will be announced next week on Monday Night Raw because Raw is also in London. It's kind of like a cliffhanger. So they had a cliffhanger last night, talking about what his favor is. And then on Monday we'll get the reveal of that. So I think that makes sense thematically to do it that way, but it is what it is. So we'll find out next week on Monday. And that's kind of it. I didn't care about anything else, I guess. I didn't tweet about anything else, so I guess I didn't care. SmackDown was just, it was a meh show. It was meh. Thank you, South African wrestling fan. Will, do you agree that, I heard that wrong. Do you agree that Triple H will not give both women's title feuds the populist fans outcome? If Io is winning, Tiffany's losing. If Io is losing, Tiffany's winning. It can't be both. I don't think Triple H books that way. I don't think he books that way at all. I think he'll book it how he think it needs to make sense story-wise. So I don't think it's going to be like either or. I don't think so. I think you could see both champions retaining or both losing. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Because if that's the case, Jay's going to win. Let's look at it from the men. Jay wins and Cody loses. Possible. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think both of them could win. Tiffany and Io. Especially because I think the takeaway for the Io Rhea Ripley Bianca match is a Bianca Rhea feud. That's the actual storyline. So it doesn't matter if they lose, because the story coming out of that is Bianca and Rhea Ripley have a problem. A big problem. For Tiffany and Charlotte Flair, I think Charlotte Flair will beat her eventually anyway. So even if Tiffany wins that Mania, Charlotte will get the win on her at Backlash, so it doesn't really matter. So I think both champions can retain and be fine. What did you miss? A lot. The whole entire stream. Io losing would bury her badly, especially after being distracted. I think it's a bad storyline. I think she'd be fine ultimately, but I think it'd be bad storytelling to have her have a feud where she's being disrespected over and over again, and then she loses. So you're just saying, you're reinforcing that. Well, I guess you say it's burying, sure. You're reinforcing that the right to ignore her. She wasn't important. She wasn't worth respect. And she lost straight up. In her first match, by the way. Then again, it's not her first match because on Monday she's going to have a match, but you think that's going to end clean? I don't think so. So I agree. It'll be bad for her story-wise, so I think she'll retain. So no worries. Red Dragon, no worries. She'll retain, I think. Jay not losing, I agree. He's going to win. Open up the show with the Yeets and win. That'll be that. Will Masha stand tall over Tessa? No. Oh, before Rebellion? Yes, that'll happen. He gets attacked every week. So she'll stand tall, but she'll lose for sure. Ignore her and treat her like a third wheel. Yep. Io is going to retain. Writing's on the wall. It's almost too obvious. It's like a predictable, straightforward story, but it's almost too obvious, but I think it's going to happen. So no worries. No worries. All the Io stands out there. I'm a fan. Io will retain. I'd be shocked if anything else happens. It's way too straightforward. It's way too straightforward to be anything different. That's the storyline. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley pushed her the first time. Then Bianca pushed her. Then Rhea pushed her. The same rinse and repeat over and over and over to drive the point home. To drive the point home. Like, we get it. We get it. Io disrespected. We get it. No more segments like that, please. No more. We got it. Enough. Enough. If it's Jordan Grace against Chelsea Green for the title, who will cost Chelsea the win? Well, you remember she has a new faction. So who cost her the win? Her own teammates might, for all I know. Her own faction might cost her. I think they'll probably book it so that Jordan Grace will overcome the odds. Nobody's going to screw her. For example, Stephanie on NXT faced off against all three of them, all three of Fatal Influence, and retained. She took on JT Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley and won. It'll be the same situation. She'll probably punch Piper Niven. She'll kick Alba Fire, land her finisher, boom. So she'll win the belt no matter what. What's up? I knew this was never main eventing. Yeah, it wasn't. Sorry. It was obvious from the get-go. Yeah, like the stream. Thank you, Moonlight Energy. Like the stream right now. Hit like. Did you saw Alba Fire and Piper Niven got a tag name? Yeah, I saw the name. Secret Hervis. Get it? Because they're women, so we use her. Get it? It's fine. Is it the best name? No, but it's fine. Hervis. Secret Hervis. Okay, more of that one. Not like something Chelsea would do. Not like a Chelsea name. Secret Hervis. That's corny. But I'll get used to it. When will Liv and Raquel go down to NXT to defend the titles down there? I don't know. After Mania? Not before, so probably after Mania. Will Io, if Io loses at Mania, would you be upset if I start the Io back? Yes, I would be upset. Io loves WWE. She loves Triple H. I think she'll be fine. But she won't lose anyway. But I think she'll be fine. She's enjoying her life. She loves where she's at. So to send her back to Japan for booking reasons seems weird. She's making money. She's loving life. She's a champion right now. Why go back to Japan for creative? I want my creative to be better, so I'm going to Japan. It doesn't make sense to me. He is beloved and valued in that company, clearly. She's current champion, crying out loud. He's the champion. What other validation do you need? Straightforward validation. Also, what are your thoughts on the NWA holding the Crockett Cup tournament at the ECW arena? I didn't know that. It happened at the ECW arena? Cool. Isn't Natty going to be in that? 3 versus EO would move me at Marigold. Wait, it's a one match. That could happen now. That could happen with her being in WWE. She competed last year at the Marigold event at Summer Destiny. She'll probably compete again. So EO faced Tommy last year. This year will be EO Suri or EO Mayu, depending on what happens with Mayu. She can do both. She can have a one-off in Marigold and still be a WWE superstar. In fact, I think she'll probably go to Japan with the belt because I think she's going to retain. So depending on when that show is, Summer Destiny, she'll probably be champion at the time, which would be huge for her. Going back with the belt, that'd be huge because last time she didn't. So going back with the belt, showing off the belt to Japan, having a match as champion would be cool. It'd be cool. EO's great. Swerve against Moxley. Who wins? Probably Moxley, because the word is that they want to have Crash Test Dummy, Darby Allin, beat Moxley. So if Darby Allin's going to beat him, Swerve can't. So we're going to get champion Darby Allin. Darby will be champion sometime this year, probably. All right, folks. That is going to EO against Mayu for the IWGP belt. No. Let Sherry. I'm sick of that belt. I'll be honest with you. I'm sick of that belt that Mayu was having. Mayu's having a very quiet year, by the way. Very quiet. Let Shuri beat her. Let Shuri get that belt. Let her carry it. I know Shuri has her heart on it. I know she has her heart set on winning that belt, but I don't care about that belt. I'm not invested in it. There's no storylines, just random matches for me. So, the IWGP belt, Mayu, whatever, it's a nothing reign to me. Sorry to tell you the truth. It's a nothing reign. You can have Shuri beat her for the belt, and that'll be that. So Bianca has a chance of continuing her streak this year since she did win the triple threat. I think it's over for Bianca's streak at Mania, at least. I think it's over. I think EO against Mayu has a better chance of happening in Marigold. If Mayu becomes a freelancer, which is possible, she has more opportunity, more free reign. Maybe she sees what Shuri's doing. Like, Shuri, this is cool what you're doing, this whole freelancer thing. Maybe I should try that. Then she can have a match with Marigold. She can have a match with Marvelous. Have a match with anywhere. When she's a freelancer, she can go to Sinjo. She can go to Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. So as a freelancer, I think Mayu has more opportunities. So I like her to go that direction. Freelance, go to Marigold, have a one-off with Shuri, have a one-off again with EO or Kairi Sane at Marigold. I love that. But right now she's in the Stardom box, which is weird considering she says she's going to retire from the 5-star GP. So what are you doing? Not having any big matches. You're going around with Momo Kogo, wrestling tag matches with Momo, and you're not having any big time matches. Just kind of floundering around. Nothing really compelling happening. She is going to have a match at all. What is it? All Stardom. I can't remember the name of the damn pay per view. She's going to face Shuri there. She'll probably win. I don't want her to win. She should drop the belt, but she'll probably win. And that'll be that. Mayu's kind of just floundering around. Nothing really interesting happened with Mayu. Nothing interesting. Nothing compelling for Mayu. She's kind of just there. If I'm her, I'm going a freelance route, and I'm trying to do something interesting. I'm working things out with different promoters, different promotions to see what happens. But right now, she's kind of being the kind of just there. She's just there. Just walking around with the belt. Walking around with that IWGP belt, doing nothing. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys are enjoying Mayu's reign. I'm not. I was over it. You know what happened? You know when I was done with that damn reign? When she beat Azumi. I know what? I'm done. I saw that match. When it built up to the damn Azumi Mayu match, just for them to have like a 10-minute match on the New Japan show, I was so annoyed. Like, I know what? Fuck this belt. Fuck this reign. Should have put it on Azumi, and I'm done. So I don't care who beats her for it. Hoping not Suri, because I don't want Suri to be locked down. But it'll probably be Suri, unfortunately. But I just don't care what happens with Mayu and his belt. It's whatever. They screwed over Azumi. That's all I say. I don't care what anybody says. They screwed over Azumi, and that's that. Azumi deserves better. That was the time to do it. Made all the sense in the world to put the belt on Azumi, and they did not do it. So, to hell with that belt. To hell with Bushiroad. I'm joking. I'm going overboard on purpose. But I don't care about that reign. I just don't. Or that belt. It's a nothing belt right now. It's a nothing belt. Yeah, I was big mad. I was big mad when she lost to Mayu at that damn show. I'm sorry. Less than 9 minutes. Less than 9 minutes. Are you kidding me? It was a short, nothing match between Mayu and Azumi that was, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. All that build for a nothing short match. Look at that. The hell with this belt and this reign. 706 days. 706 bloody days. This belt made Kyrie leave. This belt made her leave. She was so mad about how Bushiroad handled her reign when she dropped the belt to Mercedes Moné. She's like, I'm out of here. Peace. This belt is no good. It is no good. I don't like it. I don't care about it. Kyrie hates it. Had a long reign for no reason. Azumi lost. I'm done. Done. I mean, how many damn title defenses do you need? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's my rant for the IWGP belt. No more. I'm done. Read your messages. What I miss? Let's see. What I miss? What am I missing? Red Dragon. Bushiroad in the IWGP belt is trash. I agree. I love the talent. I love the talent in Stardom. I love them. I love those women. So talented. I don't love the promotion. I don't love the booking. I don't love that reign. I don't love that belt. Rhea is clearly not winning the belt. Yeah, I agree. Rhea is going to lose at Mania. Just like Bianca will. Io will retain. If the plan was for Bianca to be champion, Io could have just held the tag rope at Mania against Liv and Raquel. What do you mean? I forget what you're talking about. They did Kyrie so dirty with that belt with Mercedes. They sure did. They did her real dirty, which is why she left. She was pissed. She thought she was going to have a long reign. Like, nope. 90 days and it was over. Like, I'm out of here. So I don't think Kyrie's saying we're going back to Stardom anytime soon. I think she's done with Stardom. If she goes back, it'll be Mari Gold. Because remember, Kyrie's the one that bridged the gap between Triple H and Rossi. She said, Rossi, we're supporting you. We're here for you. So she's championing Rossi. She's championing Rossi. She hates Bushiroad. So Kyrie goes back, it'll be Mari Gold. It'll be other things. It won't be Stardom. Same with Io. Same with, like Tommy's done with Stardom. She's done. So yeah, Io was done with Stardom. Tommy, Kyrie. Yeah. So, yeah, this reign was crazy. Yeah, they saw the flashy thing that Mercedes Moné was. The flashy prize of Mercedes Moné. Like, Kyrie, you out of here. Boop, you lose. She wasn't having it. And then it went around and made a belt for Mercedes anyway. Made the strong belt for her anyway. Like, they were so Mercedes thirsty. They created a belt just for her. The New Japan Strong Women's Championship belt was just for Mercedes Moné. They were that thirsty. They were that hungry for Moné. Created a belt just for her. Hell of a lineage. Great lineage. But it's a nothing belt. A nothing belt because created for one woman. Willow, Julia, Stephanie. Great lineage here without the context. The context is Willow won because Mercedes got injured. They had to call an audible. Put it on Julia. But Julia said in interviews that she never felt it was her belt because she knew there was a cloud over it. The dark cloud over it that was Mercedes Moné. I'm holding a belt that was created for another woman. The woman never held the belt. You knew, she called it out in interviews. This is a nothing belt. I know what's happening with this belt, and it sucks. They didn't put it on Stephanie because Julia left. Julia went to go to Mari Gold, put it on somebody. Okay, Stephanie's under contract. The belt lineage didn't truly start until Mercedes beat Stephanie. Now it actually started because the belt was made for her. So now, when she loses it now it's important. Now it means something. The person who they made the belt for now lost it. So now it's important. But all this other shit looks good on paper. Willow, Julia, Stephanie, looks great. But it means nothing. The reign starts now. Or the title lineage really starts here. Because again, it created the belt for one woman. So it doesn't matter until she holds it. Now she has it. Now when she loses the belt to someone, it'll feel like real weight, a real loss, a real championship loss, a real thing here. I feel important. I have weight to it. So I don't know who that woman's gonna. I don't know who's gonna beat her for it. Who's gonna pick? But that loss will mean something. But everything else, all this shit, is all nothing. Nothing. It starts here. The real title lineage starts here with Mercedes. We'll see who they choose. Won't be Momo. Won't be Hazuki. They'll keep the belt on her for as long as they can. I can see a 2-year reign for Mercedes. A 2-year reign, for all we know. She'll hold this belt for a long time. So, who knows who's going to be there for it? It'll probably be a Stardom talent. Well, that's not true. It could be an American. Because the whole entire point is for this belt to be overseas. So it could be American, but we'll see. Maybe Tony Storm when it's time. Maybe Megan Bayne when it's time. But yeah, we'll see. But just lineage, it means nothing. Starts here. Do you think Mercedes is going to break the Jade record? Yes. Well, what's the Jade record? I keep running my mouth. Posted in the stream a while ago. Titles. CBS title. 300 days. 307 days. Jade Cargill, what? Yes. He'll do it. Simply because they don't want Jade to have that number. So how many days got to go? Like another 200. Yeah, it's possible. Probably show you it. Another 200. So Jade has 508. Mercedes has 308. It's gonna be a long time from now, but by the end of the year, yeah, she'll probably keep that belt for another year. I wouldn't do it because it's boring storytelling for me, but I think it's boring, but it's possible. Possible, but who knows? Who's to say? Who's to say? Do you think other women from Stardom feel the same way? That's just her belt? Yes. But now that she's champion, when she loses it, it'll be important. But before that, it was just a nothing belt that was for another woman. Like Julia said, that's what Julia said. But now that she's champion, when she drops it, she'll probably be done with AEW for all I know. Maybe when time to go back to WWE, she'll be done with that belt. And then it'll mean something probably then. For right now, it's just her belt. It's a Mercedes Moné belt. That's all it is. And a lot of them feel the same way about it. I don't know, but if Julia feels that way, then other women do feel the same way about that. Mercedes is never coming back. Sure. Like CM Punk, like all the other talent, right? Never say never in pro wrestling. It'll happen. Well, you know the history of Joshi's in Mania? They never won. It's a curse. Don't worry, Io will break that curse. She's winning. Io will win. Mercedes is under contract with AEW. She's saying what she knows Tony Khan wants to hear. Remember what happened last time? When she said, I'm gonna go back. Remember she said that? She got a lot of heat for that. Now she's going overboard. Don't buy it one bit. She already exposed herself. She'll go back when it's time to go back. She has unfinished business over there. She loves Triple H. She loves William Regal. She's gonna go back. Don't fall for the trap. When her contract ends, watch what happens. Right back to the WWE. Right back. Oh, that's cool. WWE in India sometime next year. That'd be a raucous crowd. A raucous crowd. Tonight we have a before I sign off, tonight we have a big show for Mari Gold for all you Joshi stands, right? A big show. It's going to be here with Bozilla against Utami. Utami will retain, by the way. You're going to have Mari Gold against Marvelous, which is a big time cross promotional match. With Nanae and Iroha. That'd be a good match. My Sakurai's on the card. It's gonna be a good show. Let me go to the actual this is gonna be a good card. It's a good card, good show tonight, about 10 p.m. If you have Wrestle Universe, by the way. If you don't, you're shit out of luck. But I'm still blocked by Mari Gold account. They blocked me for no reason. I said Julia should not be headbutting people. I got blocked. Simply saying that you shouldn't be headbutting folks. Got me blocked. Whatever. Big time match here. Nanae, the Kamiya Roja. Fun. Mari Gold against Marvelous. I think if I'm booking this, I have Marvelous win, but it's not happening. I think because they're tag team champions, they'll win. Nanae and Shuri, they're tag team champions, so they'll win because they're champions. So you can't have them lose. So they'll beat Marvelous. Maybe that leads to them going over to the Marvelous promotion and having a match over there, but we'll see how that goes tonight. I'll be watching that tonight. This is a fun tag match. Victoria Yuzuki will win. Her and Tanaka have a good chemistry, good tag team. They'll win that match. So good for Victoria there. Love Victoria with Yuzuki. What else is going on here? Do you have the other matches on here for right now? No. Okay. Fine. Whatever. They're posting all type of images on here. Where's the rest of the card? You guys don't usually put that stuff up here. Here's another match. You have the Dark Wolves against Suzuki and Chikagoto. This will probably be a win for Chiaki and Misa Matsui. I like what they're doing Misa Matsui. They're heels now. Big time win for them, I think. I think Chiaki and Matsui wins that match. I like the most underrated talent in the entire promotion. That one right there. Misa Matsui is a very good wrestler who should be champion eventually on this damn card or in this promotion, but she's very, very good. Big fan, but she's not getting that much attention in Mari Gold that she deserves, but she's very entertaining. She should probably beat Victoria Yuzuki. So when it's time for Victoria Yuzuki to drop the belt, it should be the Misa Matsui. That's what I would do. She's way too good to not be the flyweight champ. This one could be skippable match. Young talent here with Hummingbird. It's just fine. Nothing to really see there. I'll watch it, sure, but you can skip that. And then I'll probably just show when Mozilla tried to suffocate. Tried to kill Utami. That passed that already? Tried to suffocate her with a plastic bag. It was kind of hilarious. There it is. He tried to suffocate her. Check this out. I'll end the stream with this. Passion. Here's your flowers. because Tommy loves her roses. It was a nice gesture here, right? It's nice. Did you wait for her to turn her back and she put a plastic bag over her head? Try to kill her before the show. Something wrong with Mozilla. Something wrong with her. Tried to kill that woman. It's hilarious. I think she countered it. Yeah, she countered it, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, right? I pinned you. That's hilarious. Try to kill her with the damn plastic bag. That's hilarious. She does something like that every damn time. I love Mozilla, man. Triple H, sign this woman. Sign her immediately. Read. Like, yeah, EO is champion. Let me start from the top there, Ministry of Dark. When people say EO to Stardom, it does feel like she will be able to fully wrestle in her ability without limitations. I said this before and I say it again. Everything EO does in Stardom, she does in WWE. Every spot you can find. Only thing she doesn't do is tombstones and power drivers. Everything else she's done. That's number one. Like, yeah, EO is champion, but she's not promoted everywhere. She never on posters for Raw either, ever on PLE's posters. They never make her like the center of the division like they do Liv, Rhea, Bianca, Charlotte. Well, let's see what happens after Mania, because I think she's going to win. She's going to win on Mania against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. That's a big match for her. And we'll see what happens after that. But I think she's valued, she's respected, and she's loved. So I wouldn't be that. Go back to Marigold. That's what's going to happen. Now go back to Stardom. That's not happening, by the way. Spoiler alert. For all folks saying she should go back to Stardom, that is not happening. Io Sky has severed ties. She's a full-on Rossi girl. If she goes back, she's going back to Marigold. Is that what you want? Fine, it will happen. Go back to Marigold. She is at the top of women's wrestling. She's a champion in WWE, heading toward. I think it's just comical. This woman is champion, about to go to Mania as champion again for the second year. And people are complaining, like, you guys are spoiled. I'm going to say it. Io Sky fans are spoiled. Do you know how many people would kill to be champion both times going into Mania, back to back? What? I mean, what's happening here? Look at this woman. What are we doing here? This woman taking a picture of Triple H as champion, heading into the biggest show of the year as champion. Go back to Marigold, go back to Japan. You guys are spoiled. Talk to Kyrie stands. Talk to Naomi stands. Talk to anyone else besides Bianca and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky has it made. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. No, I want you to look at it. Zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in. Look at her face. Look what she's holding. What are you complaining about? I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, you guys are spoiled. You are spoiled. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, she's suffering. She's in a bad spot, guys. Look at this. Main event of Monday Night Raw. By the way, this is going to main event. Main event. Io, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair being the ref on Raw. What a disaster for Io. What would she ever do? I mean, look at this. Oh my God. Look at this spot for Io. She better leave to go to Marigold. What? I mean, what a disaster for. I mean, this woman is like, call the National Guard. You guys need to calm down. Am I crazy here? Am I wrong? Oh, I mean, this woman is living life, and she's champion. You guys are freaking out. Look at her. Look at it. I mean, am I crazy here? Like, what's? She needs to go back to Japan. She does. Calm the hell down. Okay. I think things are all right. Silly me. Silly me. I think it's okay. I think she's okay in her life and her situation is mighty fine. I think she's all right. You guys are spoiled. You're spoiled. She champion back to back years in the top storyline with Bianca and Rhea. And you're complaining because not going exactly how you want it. This reminds me of the whole Julia thing. I remember when Julia came over from Japan and people were saying, oh, Julia needs to win every match, be undefeated, go on a winning streak like Asuka. I'm like, what? Let them tell a storyline. Let them tell a story. That'd be better for her to have an actual storyline. Let her really be, let the crowd get invested in her. And people were crying because she lost to Roxanne Perez. Like, what? You're mad you lost to Roxanne? You do realize that it's clear and obvious that Julia's going to be champion, right? It's clear and obvious that Julia will be champion. I mean, it's obvious as hell. You guys are crying because she lost to Roxanne Perez when it's clear and obvious that the entire build, the entire storyline is going towards her being champion. And you're complaining about her losing to Roxanne at first. Not even clean. Not clean, by the way. Cora Jade had to show up. And you're still whining. Sometimes, I can be guilty of it too. Sometimes we get a little out of control. You think like things are like bad when it's really not. You need to go back to Japan? I beg to differ. I think she's fine. All right, folks. I get it, you're passionate, but things could be worse. Especially for EO. Things could be worse. EO is fine. He's champion back-to-back manias. That's like a small list of folks who's been champion back-to-back manias. Rhea, Bianca, EO, Charlotte maybe. I don't even know. I have to go look. All right, folks, that's it for the stream. Thank you for joining me. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. EO will be fine. He'll probably retain. Even if he doesn't, she'll be fine regardless. But do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. See me over on Twitter. I'll talk to you guys probably, if not tomorrow, then probably Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Later, guys. Appreciate you. I think she's all right. I think EO Scott.